Hey, welcome back to polkzoo channel in the guitar ladder system. I'm doing a lot of videos lately and selling a lot of guitar ladder courses. People are understanding my point of view. Why not turn a negative situation into a positive? Take this time while we're on lockdown to improve your guitar skills exponentially. And that may sound like sales hype, but it's true. The guitar ladder system is really simple to use, but very powerful in its effect, because it creates a pathway to feeding your subconscious mind and waking up your musical mind, your musical ear. Hey, I was doing cycle 1 earlier in my guitar ladder system study, and I was showing the diminished section, so I thought I'd make that a little more clear for people. The form I'm using is this form here. Now, I may not be right at concert pitch. Here's my A. But here's the form. So I've got my second finger on the 6th fret of the A string, my third finger on the 7th fret of the D string, my first finger on the 5th fret of the G string, and my fourth finger, pinky, on the 7th fret of the 2nd string. So it's that form there. And then I'm moving it up to the 9th. And then using this form here, where I've got my second finger on the A 6th fret of the low E, and then the third finger is on the 5th fret of the G string, and then I'm barring the D, G, and B string with the first finger. So those are the two forms. So again, this form, my second finger's on the 6th fret of the A string, third finger on the 7th fret, fourth finger on the 7th fret of the B string, and first finger. So that's the one I'm using. And then this form, where like the second finger's on the 5th fret of the low E, third finger's on the 5th fret of the G string, and then you're barring the D, G, and B string. So you get that movement. And then you go back to the minor 7, and the same thing here. So yeah. 7th fret. It's kind of hard for me to do this in the middle of it. So here it's the same diminished form, but I got my second finger on the 7th fret up to the 10th fret, okay? Because the diminished chord's a very high tension chord, meaning it demands resolution. Same thing you can do with a diminished lick, by the way. You can move it in minor thirds. But anyway, so on cycle 1, when you're first learning cycle 1, and if you want a sample of my guitar ladder system, you need to send me your phone number so we can have a little chit chat. It won't be a high pressure chat. It's just I like to get to know people, and I want you to understand. I find when people call, I can kind of explain to them more the organic nature of the guitar ladder system, and how simple it is to use, but how powerful. But anyway, so on cycle 1, you got here, and then you're gonna, okay. So you, as opposed to just going through the cycle as it's written, you're gonna do the minor third movement using those two forms, okay? Same thing here. And then like in cycle 2, when you get to here, if you want, use that common tone and go in with a major 7, or I'm sorry, major 13 flat 5. Maybe cycle that down. Just get your ear used to those more modern sounds. Just like if I take that chord and do it a flat 5. That gives it a nice, like I've said before, it's all about not being so predictable. So just as a review, when you're doing cycle 1, once you kind of get it going, you want to add the diminished section. So here, and then, it's hard for me not to want to go to that 7 sharp, 5 sharp, 9, then See, it's all about, you know, I know I'm changing cycle one. That's the whole point, though, is the guitar ladder system is going to get you, you'll start hearing things and finding them that you never heard or found before. But you need kind of a foundation to do that. The guitar ladder system is the guitar improvisational foundation. Learn your vocabulary, learn chord families, learn the 10 different systems of improvisation. And the more that you learn this, and my guitar ladder studies are melodic, and they sound really good, and they'll make sense to you. And so you're learning, you know, chord connections and different improvisational techniques while, you know, playing something that sounds really good. And then your own subconscious mind, you starts to compare and contrast, and all of a sudden people always send me emails. All of a sudden I just came up with something, I have no idea where it came from, you know. But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. So, and then the same diminished movement. My suggestion is this: if you can afford $199, even if you can't afford it, you cannot afford not to afford it. Have a little faith in money matters, and just go to stevezookguitars.com. Order the guitar ladder system. It's 200 studies, thousands of dollars of information for, you know, a couple $100, video and chart. I do not send it all at once. It's not effective that way. But anyway, so you get that movement. Diminished movement. So I just wanted to clear that up. All right, thank you very much. We'll catch you in the next video.